Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's check out what happened in Nifty and Bank Nifty today. So this is Nifty's 15 minutes time frame, and as you can see this is the daily CPR of Nifty. The 15 minutes time frame where you can see the candle, the first 15-minute candle almost touched the daily support 3, that's S3, and it did also touch S4. So it was a very hard day for Nifty in the start, but as soon as the green candles came into the picture, you should understand that once it reached S3 from S4, try to get a trade to go towards the CPR, because what happens is, CPR acts as a magnet always. Any of the resistances or support are broken or sustained, you can say, not broken but sustained. A good resistance is being taken by the candles and a good support is being taken by the candles. Try to get trades which is towards the CPR. If the candles are coming down from the resistance, try to get a put or a short position, and when the candles are coming towards the CPR from support, try to get a call or long positions in your trade. This is how you can, understand the magic of CPR, where you can actually get multiple trade opportunities during the day. So here we can understand that it did not, go below S4. So obviously we had to have a, you know, an opportunity grabbed for a call option, which we usually wait for the opportunity and then only enter the trade. So our first trade was usually here, where the candles from S4 reached S3, and that was our first particular trade. Now, if I show you the same chart in the 5 minutes time frame, it would be much more easier for you to understand the trade here, because the candles are particularly more clearer in 5 minutes versus because we are doing scalping or short trades. So obviously we need to quickly get in the trade and get out of the trade. So lower the time frame, it's better for you guys, but I usually prefer 5 minutes time frame, because 15 minutes give us a clear picture and 5 minutes try to trade that. So we saw an opportunity in 15 minutes time frame here, where we could take a trade. So once you identify on the higher time frame, see here, a green candle is being made here. So what I'll do is, here a simplest way to trade is, whenever a green candle is being made above any support or resistance, which is basically sustaining those levels, then try to take a trade where the next candle is going up. So what you'll do is, here you'll mark this particular level, that becomes your SL. The low of the green candle becomes your SL, and try to find a trade opportunity on the call side. So I'll show you in the lower time frame here how can you particularly trade. So here we saw that whenever the low of the candle is not broken, the SL is not broken, you can particularly hold the trade. So here our trade was actually here on this candle, when the S4 and S3 is basically the support of the today's CPR. So when the candles are crossing S4 or towards the upside, then our first trade was somewhere here, you can say a call side, a call trade or a long trade, and the first target was S3 here. This was your first target. Now the second trade was probably somewhere here, because the candles were not basic particularly breaking the S3. So what you could do is find an opportunity for a long side. So here your SL should be this particular low of the candles, because see here these three candles have taken a very good support and move upwards. So whenever you're taking any call positions here, try to find out support of the candle which becomes your SL. So if I have taken a trade here, I will wait for this particular level to be breached on the downside, and that will be my SL. So I'll close the trade. Otherwise my target would be S2. So two trades in Nifty were exactly particularly accurate, you can say. But here in the morning, you could have also grabbed an opportunity over the short side for Nifty in the morning, where it did not sustain the S2 level, it did not sustain the S3 level, it reached S4. So here particularly you could have taken a trade, but the candles were very strong and volatile. So it was a confusion what to do, because Bank Nifty was on the positive side. Bank Nifty was above CPR and Nifty was below CPR in today's trading session. So let's check out what was happening in Bank Nifty today. So that's particularly the 5 minutes time frame of Bank Nifty, and you can see that Bank Nifty was trading above CPR most of the trading session. If I look at the 15 minutes chart, let's identify what trades could we have taken in Bank Nifty. So particularly if you check out Bank Nifty opened somewhere flat in today's trading session, did not cross R1 of the daily CPR. So of course the first candle logic wise it will come back to the CPR. CPR is a magnet. Just understand one thing, CPR is a magnet. Any resistance or support is not broken, it the candles will definitely come towards the magnet, that's towards the CPR. So here what happened was in the morning the candle straight away came to the CPR and it was a confusion mode. What will happen here? So for a clear picture, let's go to the 5 minutes time frame of Bank Nifty. Confused. What to do here? First candle red, second candle green. There are two possibilities here. One was basically if, say for example, you're too sure that now Bank Nifty will reach R1 or will break R1, you could have taken a trade after this green candle, but the probability would be very low, because if you want to take a long trade, so wait for the high to break for the next candle and then you can take the trade. But here in this case there was a red candle, then again a small green candle, a red candle, a red candle, and then it reached CPR. So in this situation what can you do is basically mark this line. See, the candles are closing at this particular support. So once this is broken, you can take a trade up until the CPR. Now the distance between the resistance and the support, like the target, is very low and the trading opportunity you're getting is somewhere here. Go to the lower time frames. Now this is a 1 minute time frame of Bank Nifty. So understand one thing here. This will give you a very clear idea what happened today. This was the support of the candles. So, and this was particularly the resistance of the major candles here. Now, when you want to take a trade, now you know that definitely the candles are going to come to the CPR. So, this can be your SL and you can actually capture a trade anywhere here. Once the candle goes above it and sustains, that's SL hit, trade closed. but up until this level is not broken, wait for this level. See these candles didn't sustain above this level, didn't break this level. You could have taken trade anywhere here on the downside because the logic says it went up, did not sustain, came down, was particularly moving around here, but there was 50% of R1 and the day pivot. So that's why Bank Nifty was taking a very good support there. So it did not cross here. It has to come to CPR. This was your first short trade in Bank Nifty for the day. Now it went inside the CPR, but it gave a good reversal here to the top. Now it did not break the CPR for the entire day. Let's go to the higher time frame to understand more for Bank Nifty of today. Did not break, went up. You could have taken a long position with an SL of the pivot. So from the top pivot, you could have taken a long trade. And remember, 50% of any resistances or support level is always your first target. You could have taken a second trade here in Bank Nifty. Third trade is basically when the candle started to sustain above the 50% mark. You could have taken a long trade, but the candles were not going up, but still your SL was not hit in the day. So here 20 to 30 to 40 points easily can be captured in this trade in deep ITMs. So 1, 2, and 3. There were three opportunities in Bank Nifty for today, and deep ITMs were running absolutely amazingly well. Today was Monday, so we also focus on weekly CPR of Bank Nifty and Nifty as well. But first, let us discuss tomorrow's CPR, how it's looking, and what are the possible trades or targets we could expect in Bank Nifty first. So tomorrow's CPR is a bit narrow CPR, so that they can be trendy, or else the premium decay will be a bit high because the VIX is low. Here we need to understand that with the candles for tomorrow will basically open somewhere around the CPR. Either it will touch R1 or either it will touch S1. But if it does not break S1 at the bottom and does not break R1 on the top, you need to understand it will come back to CPR. But remember one thing, when there is a wide CPR, it will play in between CPR, but once there is a narrow CPR, it can just break the levels and go. It needs to have a very good volume to actually break the levels. Now, there are certain strong resistances and support in Bank Nifty and Nifty, but let's first understand Nifty's tomorrow's CPR, what is basically done now. See here, the Nifty tomorrow's CPR is a bit too narrow, you can say, and particularly R1 and S1 will be the targets if the candles open somewhere in the CPR. If there's a flat opening, remember one thing, R1 will be your first target, or S1. If these levels are broken, you can further go to S2 or R2. Mark 50% of R1, R2, S1, S2. Understand that can be your reversal point also. But for tomorrow, understand one thing. Today's high is also important to be broken. I'll explain it to you in some time why. There's a yearly pivot there. That's why it's a bit hard for Nifty to go up. Why? But once it sustains, it can give a good up move. If not, it can come down very easily. So Bank Nifty is looking a bit positive, but Nifty is still confused what to do. So we just need to focus on the trades, what we can get actually, and not worry about what is the longer time frame talking about the market. It's news-based market as well. every day new news are coming up in the market, and market is just reacting accordingly. But you need to understand, you have your support, you have your resistances, and you have your levels. Trade accordingly. Once your target is hit, SL is hit, close the trade. That discipline will actually help you to cater in the market for a long term. I hope this is clear. Tomorrow's CPR, and I hope CPR, you can actually get a lot of indicators on TradingView and plot the CPRs. It's not a big deal here. Now let's check out what's basically involved in the indicators for tomorrow with the supports and resistances. So I'll put a 15 minutes time frame for Bank Nifty here. So we get a bit of a clean chart and clean candles, but because we just need to understand the levels. Okay, so this week's weekly pivots are basically 41,900, 41,689 is the pivot, and bottom pivot is 41,456. Top pivot is 41,900. So did you see what happened in Bank Nifty today? Exactly, there was a good reversal at 41,904 approximately, and the candles went up. But why did it not cross this particular level 40 to 300 comfortably? Because there is 50% of weekly R1 here. So once it breaks and sustains above 50% of weekly R1, that's particularly 40 to 272. So just take into consideration 40 to 300. Once the candle sustains above 40 to 300, 40 to 649, so 40 to 650 will be our first target for tomorrow, and market can give a reversal from that point. Reason why market can take a very good reversal from that point if it does not sustain. I'm talking about Bank Nifty. For that, I'll take you to the higher time frame of the daily chart of Bank Nifty. Can you see here? 42,700. If 42,700 is not broken, it will give a reversal, but there is 50% of weekly R1 there sitting at 42,670. I guess it was 650. 42,650 can give you a good reversal. Otherwise, 42,700 will act as a very good support for Bank Nifty. So if you look at all the candles here taking resistances at 42,700 nearby, that will make you understand why that level is important. This is basically 42,700 nearby. So I want candles to basically sustain above this level so that we can get a very good up move. So here, the important thing for tomorrow is on a daily chart. Understand one thing here. Bank Nifty's tomorrow's candle, first of all, should not close below the closing of this particular red candle, and it would be very amazingly well if a green candle closes below the top of this particular candle, and if it sustains, it can give a breakout. If not, we can again see the lower levels somewhere around 41,600 as well in Bank Nifty. Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame again to understand the levels for tomorrow. If you want to have a short side short trade, if you want to take a short trade of Bank Nifty for maybe next week expiry, wait for 41,556 to be broken, then only we can expect a fall. But here what's happening is, my personal opinion would be, if tomorrow you get an opportunity that the candles are near 41,900 or 41,700, I'll just show you clearly. So for tomorrow, because that's a weekly CPR and the candles are still near by the weekly CPR, if you get an opportunity, if the candles are somewhere near 41,900 and 41,800, see the strike price premium of call and put of both the strike price. So say for example, if 41,900 comes together, the call and put of 41,900 comes together, you can buy it and leave it for some time, because it will give you a good move. So that will help you to hedge your positions, because we don't know where the market is going to go if it's a news based, because Nifty was terribly negative today and Bank Nifty was terribly in a mood to go green and shine high today. So still there's a confusion. Always do this on a Monday. Check the CPR, weekly CPR, where it's and somewhere near the pivot or the resistances. Just take the call and the put. So say for example for tomorrow, leave 41,800 out of your mind at the moment. Just keep in mind 41,900. So in the morning, if the candles open flat, the market is opening flat, Bank Nifty 41,900, call and put for this week expiry, keep it in your watch list. Whenever these two premiums come together, buy it. It will give you 30 to 40 points. Exit. If you're taking two lots, exit one lot, keep the other one, and wait for the good target. Now, why I'm saying that is, and what should be your targets in particularly these kind of trades. If you're capturing any candle near the CPR, basically the rule of the CPR says, if it's a weekly CPR or monthly CPR, usually what happens is, when the candles are opening near the pivots, it usually reaches R1 or S1. So here probably what will happen is, if you'll capture when the candles come here, and if you'll capture this particular trade of 41,900, it can shoot up to 42,700 approximately. If it breaks, it can go to 42,900, and this particular strike price of call and put, when you buy both together, will give you easy 50 to 70 points minimum. Buy together and sell together. Don't leave one in your account and sell one. No, when you're buying together, you have to sell it together. And if the candles go down, what can happen is, we can get a target of 4734, because it's the previous week low. So approximately the targets are somewhere nearby 800 points on the top and below. If the candles come near 41,900, keep in you know keep in your watch list the strike price premium, so you can buy as soon as they are together, because it's very quick. So here and there, 5-10 points, don't worry about it, you can buy it, and particularly it can give you a good move. And it's basically very easy, you don't have to worry about your SLs, because usually in these kind of trades your SL is 50%, which is only possible when the market goes particularly sideways. Now the strike price are very important to capture. Now if say for example the bank nifty moves up, it gives a gap up and it keeps on going up, wait wait until it reaches 42,649. So particularly what you can do is here 42,700, keep a strike price of 42,700 on your system, call and put. When it comes together, buy and leave it, because what will happen is the candles will come again to the CPR if particularly 42,700 is not broken. But if it's broken, you get 43,154 as your target by Thursday, but it can also reverse from 42,900. So understand one thing here, if the candles tomorrow sustain 42,650 or 42,700, we can see 42,900 and 43,154 as our targets in this coming expiry. But if 42,700 is not broken on the upside or not sustained, we can again see the targets between 41,900 and 41,700, the bank nifty coming down again. I hope Bank Nifty is particularly clear what we can do for tomorrow and what are the levels importantly for Bank Nifty. You can actually note down these levels and it is labeled as well, so you can understand what are the supports and strengths. And if you understand one thing here at the bottom, there are quite a few hurdles for Bank Nifty to go down because monthly pivot is sitting at the bottom. Yearly top pivot is 41,375. So, and there's a weekly pivot as well. So probably I would say Bank Nifty, look for the long side trades and less on the short side trades because there are a lot of supports. It can jump from these points if the levels are not broken. Now let's check out Nifty. What's happening in Nifty and what are the levels for Nifty, particularly the pivot ranges. Now, as you can see here, the weekly pivot, the YPT is 17,791, 17,755, and 17,720. So just see here, today Nifty did not break the weekly bottom pivot. It took a support, it did not break here. So what we can understand for tomorrow's is trade is, even if Nifty tries to reach R1, see the number of hurdles here. Yearly top pivot, weekly top pivot, previous month high, monthly R1, previous week high, 50% of weekly R1. Out of this, if you tell me what can be the major points for Nifty tomorrow as resistances, I would say first would be 17,750 because there's a yearly top pivot and weekly pivot sitting out there. So if this level is not broken, Nifty will come down. Second important resistance can be 17,800. If this is sustained, 17,831 can be our next target, and 17,851, that's like, you can say, very much difficult for Nifty because there are a lot of hurdles on the top. If you look at the bottom side of Nifty, we get very good trades here because less powerful supports in terms of what are there for the long positions in Nifty. Here you can understand one thing, if 17,720 is not broken on the upper side, 17,669 can be our first target. 17,600 particularly can be a second target, and 17,500 can be a third target because S1 is lying below 17,585. So most probably if 17,700 20 level is not sustained for tomorrow, candles can either take a support of this particular level where these candles are taking support somewhere nearby 17,630, but if that is also not sustained, easily you can see 17,585 as your target. Nifty, it seems a bit difficult on the upside because there are too many resistances to go up, but if it breaks all these resistances, there will be a very good power in Nifty, and Bank Nifty just will fly like anything. But I particularly personally think that Nifty will not give a breakout that easily because of the scenario in the world which is going on at the moment. I hope this video was not too long for you guys. This video is nearly now 30 minutes, but I have tried to explain a lot of things in this video. And if you particularly have any particular questions or confusions, please write us in the comment and we'll try to particularly solve your queries in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe my video and share my video, and see you in my next video. Thank you.